National Craft Month, you guys. Yes, March 1st marks the first official day of National Craft Month, and in honor of that, I decided to start a new series on my channel called Dupe or Don't, where I take things that I see in TV shows or movies or online or in store, and I try to recreate them as best as I possibly can. And for the most part, I'm going to try to MacGyver everything, which means I'm going to try to keep it as cheap as possible, just like this little thing, which is supposed to be a dupe for the necklace Abraham makes, or Rosita makes, for Abraham in last week's episode of The Walking Dead. And I know what you're thinking, another Walking Dead DIY. I know, but when I saw it, I was like, man, if I could make that, that would be pretty cool. And this is the finished result. So yeah, if you would like to learn how to make your very own or see how I did it, please just keep on watching.
So the first thing I did was take this CD that I had laying around the house, and I actually cut it into fourths. Now with this part, please be very careful because things can go flying, and so if you're a little bit younger, please ask an adult to help you. And yeah, so just cutting into fourths, and then you're going to remove that clear little circle part like you see me doing here. And then once I'm done cutting that off, you'll see that you can actually split this in half just like so, and then with the shiny part just put it aside because we'll be working with the transparent part. Next, I took some nail polish remover and a paper towel, and I removed all that purple inky paint stuff that was on the surface of the CD shard. And I just did the best I could, making sure to watch the edges, and once you're done, you should have something that looks like this, and then you're just going to grab your template and cut it out. Now place your template on top of your CD piece and just carefully cut around it as you see me doing here. Please, again, be very careful. And then once you're done, you should have a piece that looks like this, and then I'm just going to grab my silver Sharpie and start to make the little pattern that you see in the tail lights. Usually they're like hexagons, but I just started going to town and started making like these angular lines and kind of like squares, and just I filled up the entire piece from top to bottom. And once you're done, you should have something like this. Voila! And then taking some red and orange tissue paper, I just cut 4 strips that cover the entire length of my shard in the red. And then for the orange, I cut first 2 long strips that were about ½ an inch wide, and then I cut those in half. So you should end up with 4 orange pieces and 4 red pieces. And then just take your sponge brush and dampen it with just a little bit of water, dabbing off the excess. And then take some Mod Podge, put a layer of that down onto your taillight / CD shard, and then lay down 1 piece of the red tissue paper and then another layer of Mod Podge right on top, as you see me doing here. And then you take the orange pieces and lay them across diagonally on just the tippy top and tippy bottom. That doesn't make any sense, but you know what I mean. And then another layer of Mod Podge, and then the last piece of the red tissue paper, and then grab your and another layer of Mod Podge. And then once you're done with that, you can just set aside to dry, or if you're impatient like me, I just took a blow dryer and dried it like there was no tomorrow, and then just repeat the same process for the other side. Once you do both sides, you should have something like this, and then you're just going to simply trim away the excess, just as you see me doing here, going all the way around, trying to get as close to the edge as possible. And when you're all done, you should have something that looks like this. Taking my hot glue gun, I just lined the entire edge of the now taillight piece with some hot glue, working in small little sections just like you see me doing here, making sure to just build up so that it looks thick enough on both sides. And you want to kind of stop halfway and then let it dry, and then do the other half once it's all dry. So this is my little tail light piece so far. Once I got all the hot glue all around, now I'm just taking a black Sharpie and coloring in the hot glue part all the way around, just like you did with the hot glue. It makes sense, right? Very intuitive. Anyways, I'm just going to finish this up and then we shall return. And here is my piece all colored in, and now I'm just taking my jump ring and I'm going to put a little dab of hot glue at the tippy top, just like so. Sorry if I'm going out of frame a little bit, but you get the picture. You're just going to stick that jump ring into the little glue, and then you're going to take your Sharpie and color the jump ring and that added glue black as well. And then it's pretty much, you guessed it, the end. All we have to do now is grab our necklace chain and string it through the little loopy, and you're all done. You've got yourself your very own taillet necklace. Oh yeah.
So I really hope that you enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful or entertaining in some fashion or another. And what else was I gonna say? If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and leave a comment below giving me your thoughts on the necklace, or even the series, if I should continue it or if it's a flop idea. But yeah, until next time, Nokturnalites, good night and good luck. Bye.
Thanks for watching.